The summer of 2018 was out of the ordinary. The cold, wet winter gave way to a hot, dry summer, with very little of what we are pleased to call spring in between. As ever, the first event was the Harrogate Spring Show. Here's Sue, glued to the labels as ever, and here's Pat, giving the leaves a final little bit of extra attention. The stand was our largest ever and was very hard work, but a silver gilt was well deserved. Our first garden visit was to the old post office in Kettlesing, North Yorkshire. It's the home of Andrew and Angela Durrance. These erythroniums and the trilliums caused a lot of excitement. Our next visit was on a windy day in mid-June to Joe and Tony Pickering's nursery in Knaresborough.
It's a Gardenia trifoliata.
Your favourite?
This is my favourite, yeah.
Lovely.
Flowers and flowers.
The end of June means just one thing. It's the holiday, and this year it's Norfolk.
Lovely sunny day for our first garden, Ellica House. In the rose arch. More arches. So this is Sue relaxing after she's organised the holiday. This is the first garden and she decides she needs a little bit of a lie down already.
Sounds all right to me.
This is a swimming pond. So it's a pond, but you can swim in it as well.
The expedition presses further south. This is a 300-year-old cottage in Hackenby.
Ladies who lunch. Not looking this direction. Maggie gives a wave. Ooh. Sanguisorba coming out of us.
Beautifully planted for its site. It's everything in it is right for its position. That's what I think.
Lovely.
That pink and the shades of purple, and then picked up here, and then going into the pink.
It's perfect for its site. There's no question of it is. Look at that diorama. I'd die to be able to grow that. Mind you, if I was dead, it wouldn't be much point, is it?
No. You died to grow what?
The diorama.
Diorama.
Angel's fishing rod.
Oh yes.
And here they are.
This is the walled garden, of course.
Westacre is the old walled garden of a Norfolk manor house, which is now owned by the sculptor Anthony Gormley.
Is there anything that catches your eye, Judith?
All of it. Oh, it's just so lovely to see them in sunshine.
My name is Lisa Hunt, and I've been working at Westacre Gardens now for about 3 or 4 months, and so I'm learning lots. There are so much to see here, from shady plants to drought resistant roses and climbers, and then there's the special D-shaped wall garden that is quite unique to walk around and to see all the plants that we have on sale actually in their full glory.
What's that? Plants on sale? You don't need to tell hardy planters twice.
So, hello.
Hello.
What are you buying there?
I'm buying a white aconite.
Joy, what do you think of that plant? What's it like?
Beautiful. It's
Of-
verbena.
Of what, Verdine?
Lemony.
Lemon. Lemon.
Yeah.
Oh. What do you think, Maggie?
Beautiful.
Next day, their first stop is Chestnut Farm, 3-acre NGS garden. Owner John Wilson is on hand.
Just the first flower today on that. That's Magnolia grandiflora Maryland. Often you see it along, planted, trained up the wall of a house, but this one's freestanding because it is in the shade.
Wait a minute, right, so start. Go on. This is...
This is Cornus capitata. It's a little bit tender, and it certainly suffered a bit from the beast from the east earlier on, but there you go. It's a cracker.
It is.
We do have another Cornus, which I'll show you in a second.
So spotty dotty.
Spotty dotty, isn't it? That's the best spotty dotty
I've ever seen.
There you go.
Wait a minute, sorry, hang on. Get it.
Crinodendron hookerionum.
That's right.
That
yes.
is.
I
yeah,
tried
yeah.
growing
Here,
it.
here's-
I did, but it died. I didn't have the right
Have another
conditions
go.
for it.
Have another go. Put it in a different hole.
Yeah.
No, honestly.
Yes,
look,
no,
I
Perseus.
Cercis canadensis forest pansy.
Right.
Now, it doesn't do anything apart from have these gorgeous heart-shaped leaves which turn red in the autumn. And when the sunlight gets on and it shines through the leaves, it's absolutely divine. But we will hopefully...
This is the tulip tree.
Ah, sharp-eyed lady sees one there. There is a bud here and there. But if we go, oh, here's one. Look.
Oh yes.
Look.
Oh yes.
Wow.
yes.
Well, you can get one right close up.
Right, so we'll hold it with this. If you take your hand away, then can I get it without... Oh.
I left this in my
I
last
shall have to see
house.
this video. This is Dipelta floribunda. Now, this flowers a bit like a deutscher early in the spring. Has this nice peeling bark, you see. But after the flower is gone, it leaves these bracts, which is quite an attractive feature. So you get sort of double value. From it.
This you love to bits?
I love to bits, yeah. That is was Cyanocalicanthus. I think it's now Calicanthus chinensis. It's a slow grower, but I'm going to take some cuttings and give it a lot better treatment, and hopefully it will come out rather better. It has these black marks here, which I think is in its genes. I've heard of other people saying that they've got this sort of tar marking. Yes,
so this is another Calicanthus.
Another Calicanthus. Look, here's a nice flower. Look. Right. These are a bit of a mouthful. That's Calicanthus ralstonii Hartlig vine.
So this is...
Acer griseum.
Oh, beautiful.
Acer griseum with the peeling bark. And lots of keys. And you might think with all the keys hanging down you could get no end of seed, but virtually 99.9% of the seeds are non-viable. And you're jolly lucky to get anything to spike at all.
Two likely suspects now, girls. What do you think of this garden?
I think it's very interesting. There's some super trees.
Trees are fabulous.
We've seen fruits on the Davidian.
Yes, I know.
And the best way to finish a plant sale. Next stop was the 32-acre coastal garden belonging to Alan Gray and Graham Robeson.
This is the most amazing view outside the toilets.
After those 32 acres, anyone would need a rest. But now it's on to the next Shipton. Shipton is a large village near Thetford in Norfolk. might be forgiven for thinking that the farm has something rather unpleasant in store for our travellers here. Looks like they're okay though.
Now, if you've got me in it, he knows I'm not doing the video. Ian.
Glorious potter.
What's this that's caught Pat's eye? Far too nice to labour under the name of bottle brush plant, don't you think? Dunvegan is the last visit of the day. It lies near the market town of Dereham.
Oh, it is, yes, that is it, yes. The Haloragis.
He's got an unusual pine round here, and Ruth, I don't know if you're interested. I've taken some photos.
The first garden on day 4 is the Harolds at Gissing. This garden belongs to Janet Sleep, who's a regular contributor to the Hardy Plant Society Journal.
I asked Janet to help me with this plant because I thought it was one of the most interesting in the garden, and it's called Boehmeria, and you're probably only going to find it at Great Dixon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that B-A-U, did you say?
Boehmeria, Boehmeria.
Oh, thank you.
I suspect it's named after a botanist called Dr. Boehmer,
Yeah.
as that appears to be a German name, I think.
Okay, thank you. And that's this one.
That's it.
That's this one. Thank you.
Asked on behalf of the cats about we've got a melianthus, so she thought it was a melianthus just round the corner.
Yeah. Sorry.
Our camera operator is needed to solve a query on a clematis.
Wendy?
Yes, which one's that?
Is it Prince Charles? No, it's too early.
Oh, I don't know. What do you reckon, Francis? What do you think it might be?
Stop filming. I've no idea, I thought you would know. I think it's called Prince Charles. Or one, yes, one of those.
Let's get a bit closer and have a look.
Well, my money's on Emilia Plater. You may have different ideas. Answers on a postcard, please, if you can still find one.
It's got like a crinkling.
I don't know that one.
It's very beautiful anyway.
Is Pearl does you're a bit more blue, whereas that's purple, is it?
It's always a bigger flower.
Oh, right. Yes, it is, actually. I know, it's lovely, isn't it? It is.
And
Gorgeous
just
colour.
One little combination after another.
Yeah, it's very good for the colours.
Bressingham Gardens are, of course, made famous by Alan Bloom and his family. The Dell Garden, with its island beds, is now managed by Jamie Blake, who's spoken at Paxton recently. The CC in the unusual name in this Aracema actually refers to its collector, Chris Chadwell. You may remember him from a talk a few years ago at Paxton. A shady place to rest is quite important on a hot day like this.
Oh, somebody's hiding around here as well. Keeping out of the hot sun.
But here's something even better. Shouldn't every garden have one of these? Perfect way to end a holiday in Norfolk. But there's still some stuff to see on the way home. Here's Wisbeach.
I've got some Willis Crimson and they would really look nice with...
Oh, right. I don't grow hollyhocks, but they're an absolutely gorgeous colour. And I've got happy memories of hollyhocks from being on honeymoon in Tunisia, and they've had some around the hotel. And when Dave was asking where I was, I said, I'm hiding in the hollyhocks. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so one day I'll grow some. They're prone to rust though, aren't they? That's the end, but these haven't got any, have they?
The colour's gorgeous, sumptuous.
So can I hide in the hollyhocks?
Hiding in the hollyhocks. I'm hiding in the hollyhocks.
Hiding in the hollyhocks.
They're lovely. You've gone under this weeping ash round
No,
here.
I haven't yet,
It's been here as long as the house, almost 200 years. And you've got to take a picture inside. There's bats and everything.
All right.
I will do my best.
This is the ash tree.
Yeah.
I don't know how you take a picture of something.
Too dark, just couldn't take it with you.
No, I just end up seeing myself. Oh, I see, that's what you do.
Oh, you won't stick to hollyhocks, Genoa. And Doddington Hall is the last stop of all.
Is it?
That's Buplorum fruticosum. Is it not?
No.
It's the same thing.
No, fruticosum is the big shrub.
I mean longifolium. That's the same one.
Rotundifolia. This is
It's
Yes.
Buplorum. It is Buplorum, actually, isn't it?
It's a different flower though, isn't it?
It's the one where it comes up through the leaf, isn't
Well,
it?
that one we've bought comes up through the leaf.
But it's longer, isn't it? A longer leaf.
Yes. Yeah. Is this rotundifolium then?
Look, this Nigella.
Lovely.
Wow.
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that Hispanica? It's either Hispanica or African Bride. It's African Bride.
I don't know. But it's all about nice one, isn't it?
How have you thought, what do you think of the week we've been here? Well,
Hot.
And that's just the people.
Thank you. Absolutely super. Loved every minute. Coming again next year.
Excellent. Thanks. Hi, Margaret. How are you doing?
What a wonderful trip and beautifully organised and excellent company.
Thank you.
Lovely trip as usual.
I'm Josie.
Back to evening visits. The next one is to committee member Pat Hunters.
Have a word with him, look. Have a word. Reaching the ground. I thought you were wanting something from the shop.
I wish. I have. Well, I haven't got lawn, but all my plants are just... I'm really thinking, what did I do wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong. The weather has been... Probably get worse before it gets better now, won't it? For a little while. It's a bit far from here. Just to go away.
Take care. This is a very shy owner of a beautiful garden, and it's Pat Hunter, and it's absolutely stunning. Looks amazing, Pat.
Less amazing was the weather when we got to Paxton for our day trip at the end of July. Luckily the rain was just a blip. It soon cleared up. Although the day was rather breezy, we had a great time. First stop, Syon Hall. The hall was designed by Walter H. Brierley, known as the Lutyens of the North. What did you say about these lovely gunneries?
I said there could be people living in there.
Oh yes, what, whole families?
Yeah, indeed. Or, well, we won't go into who might be living in there.
Oh look, there goes one. Our next visit was to Wynyard Hall, which was designed to realise Sir John Hall's lifelong ambition of owning a rose garden. Although it was designed as a rose garden, there aren't too many roses still in flower this late on in a long hot summer. Designer Alistair Baldwin took that into account though, and made sure there was plenty of other plants for us to see. We did find Kew Gardens still in flower, perhaps one of the best repeat flowering roses there are. Our last stop of the day, in fine sunny weather, was to Woodside House. Here's owner, Jean Crompton.
Looking for a small bungalow or cottage at the time, with a garden about this size, perhaps, or a little smaller, and we ended up with this and nearly 3 acres. But that's life, isn't it?
It is.
You know,
I
we
wonder
just
if you're
fell in
interested in gardening.
Sorry?
I wonder if you're interested in gardening.
Well, not much.
No.
This exquisite hosta mound drew a lot of admiration.
It's absolutely stupendous, and it's a clever idea that's really quite a simple idea and just looks...
Yeah, I wish I knew how she does it.
Well, we tried to find out. We were looking inside a little bit, so whether we've... It seems to be all on the same level, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And then it was time for the summer's last visit, Sarah and Pete Crowson's home farm. Now, Sarah, have you taken this visit in your stride?
I've been panicking all week. It's like, you can stop now. I've been up at like 6.
Whatever she did, it worked. It looks immaculate. And here's the proof of all that effort.
Done all her jobs.
But here's some folks who've still got plenty of jobs to do. It's the Harrogate Autumn Show, and there's work afoot. And here's the finished article, a lovely stand, slightly smaller than the Springs, but still very handsome, and a silver gilt again.